What is going on, everybody? Welcome into another edition of Dream Talk. We're here for episode 20. I am your host, Jake Kopstick. I'm joined today by Chance Wright. He plays 3-on-3 for the Du Bois Dream. You might have seen him in some vlogs on YouTube. Chance, thank you for taking the time today.
Hey, appreciate you having me on today, Jake.
Absolutely, absolutely. I was looking forward to talking to you. You've been playing 3-on-3. 3-on-3, it's now an Olympic sport. It's getting pretty big. You recently just played with Tony and Albert in a couple 3-on-3s, one in Columbus, one in Philadelphia. You just wrapped up your 3-on-3 in Philadelphia. So how was that experience, and how did that compare to when you were playing in Columbus?
Philly was it was really cool. A lot of good talent. Um, the facility was nice. A lot of teams. Just a lot of good stuff. We played. I thought we played really well. We didn't have the same result as we had in Columbus, but like I said, the talent was better. And like I was telling Albert and Tony, is like we played really well out there. We were just like a couple possessions away from making some real big noise. But overall, I was happy with our performance as a team, myself, and individually. So
Nice, nice. Another thing I want to ask you about, you just played in two tournaments. Do you have anything else coming up? Do you plan on participating in another 3-on-3 tournament in the near future?
yeah, I think there's talk of us going to another one in New York City. Waiting to get all the details on that. Um, like I tell Albert every time I see him, like, man, I wish those were every weekend. Like
Yeah.
if we could play every weekend, they're so exciting. High, fast paced basketball, great talent, and it's just fun to compete. So
Yeah, and we're looking forward to another vlog coming out. If you haven't watched the vlogs already on YouTube of the previous 3-on-3s that the Dream have been in, make sure to get over to YouTube and watch them. And the Du Bois Dream recently started their own 3-on-3 Instagram account. You can go to at Du Bois Dream 3x3 on Instagram to follow that for some more. So, like I alluded to earlier when I first started, Chance, now 3-on-3 is an Olympic sport. It's getting bigger. Ice Cube has its own league. So,
mhm.
what do you think about the rise of 3-on-3 basketball? And now, how do you feel about it being an Olympic sport now?
I think it's. I've always enjoyed 3-on-3 from playing in youth to being in varsity and even college practices and playing in men's tournaments now. Like they're fun, they're competitive. You got to be skilled, and I think a lot of people are realizing like 3-on-3 could be another. It's an Olympic sport now, and I'm glad to see it's taken off because it's another way to compete playing basketball and showing off skills, um, playing the game the right way, and just another form of entertainment. To be honest.
Right. Yeah. No, I totally agree. So, going off of that, now that it's an Olympic sport, now that's getting so big, you have organized leagues and people are getting paid to play 3-on-3. What do you like about playing basketball in a 3-on-3 setting as opposed to a full court 5-on-5 setting?
Uh, the first thing I really enjoy is the fast pace of it, continuous play. You don't have to check it up every time. The minute the ball goes to the hoop, change the possession. All you have to do is clear it, and you can get right to it. And I really enjoy that. Games are quick. You know, there's a set. The set score is 21, but there's a time cap of I believe it's 8 or 10 minutes, and it's a fast pace, and I love playing like that. And it's when you check it up, you get catch your breath. It's boom, boom, boom. Someone could hit a layup, and then next thing you know, they're kicking it out like a guy's getting a wide open three, and so and it's just I just love that fast pace. You could be playing 8 minutes straight with no dead balls.
Right. Yeah, I think it's very entertaining as well. I almost feel like you're playing at the park almost when I watch you guys play. It almost feels like you're just kind of playing pickup at the park, which is cool. But actually, you are going to get me right into my next question here. You just alluded to, if someone could score a layup and then you kick the ball quick out for a three. If you've watched the vlogs, you've seen Chance make quite a bit of threes. You shoot a really nice jump shot, awesome form. Saw a bunch of makes from you in the two vlogs. So, when you were growing up watching basketball, playing basketball, who did you model your shot after, and who did you watch, to kind of have the game that you have, just being a shooter?
Um, to be honest, I really watched, uh, Steve Nash, JJ Redick when he was at Duke. Um, a lot of everyone, everyone's like Kyle Korver. I didn't really get to watch him that much. And then a lot of it was just in the gym every day. So, you see JJ Redick's quick release. And you're like, man, I want mine to be that quick. So just watched a lot of JJ Redick, a lot of Steve Nash. There's some other guys, but those were probably the main two.
Good man bringing up JJ Redick. I'm a huge Duke fan, so definitely love to hear that. So a little bit about you now, Chance. Speak about where you grew up, how you started playing basketball, and your basketball journey all the way through high school and college.
So I'm actually from Pittsburgh, PA. Started playing basketball at the local like YMCA youth league. It probably rec league. Like I believe it was like fifth and sixth grade, and then going to my high school's little dribblers. And ever since I was able to start playing, that was probably before that. But my first real organized was probably the YMCA. The little dribblers. Uh, so and then I just played up through our rec and Metro League. High school I went to in school district is Bethel Park High School. Um, I ended up playing there. Then I actually was lucky enough to get a couple scholarships to play in college. So I played at Point Park, played a year at Carlo. Um, and then now I'm recently just graduated. So now I'm just trying to play as much ball as I can. And Albert, texted me one day, asked, would you be interested in playing 3-on-3 in Columbus? I said, yeah, just tell me what time you need me there. So.
Nice, nice. So now that you're graduated, you said you're looking for places to play. What are you hoping to do with the Du Bois Dream this year? Are you hoping to play in PBL? And what are kind of your plans for the near future as far as your basketball career goes?
Albert asked me this and stuff, and everybody asks you. The minute you graduate, everyone wants to know your plan. And I'm not really sure what I want to do. Like I said, I play in a lot of leagues, play as much as I can, 3-on-3, 5-on-5. Um, I'm not sure if, I've expressed it just to Albert about it. Um, I'm just kind of taking it month by month, figuring out what I want to do with my life. But I definitely want to keep the game around as long as I can. I just enjoy playing so much. At a competitive, just like you said, it's like playing at the park. I could play at the park all day if I could, but I just got to see where things go.
Right. I think that's a very good approach, taking it one day at a time. And although my last question was, what do you kind of plan on doing in the near future? And you're kind of unsure about that. But do you have any goals that maybe you'd want to achieve in 5 years? Do you have maybe a short or a long term plan when it comes to basketball? And even if maybe you're not doing something right now, do you have something that you'd like to be doing in the near future?
Yeah, I definitely would maybe like I said, maybe play, you know, in the PBL, uh, maybe play overseas if it's an option, and if if playing's not an option, I would definitely would get. I'm trying to get into coaching down the line, and I don't know which level, but coaching is definitely in the future.
Awesome. Awesome. That'd be a great way to give back to the game. If you're so passionate about it, that'd be a great way to give back. Now, I want to move on. You said before we started going live, you said you're a big NBA fan, so I got a couple quick hitters for you that I want to ask you about. So first, who was your favorite player of all time?
All time. Uh, to be honest, I have a couple. I'm I'm like I like Jordan. Everybody likes Jordan. I like Kobe, but I really like watching like some of the old school guys play, um, like Isaiah Thomas, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, and so it didn't really answer your question, but those are like my top five.
Okay. I agree with you too. I like watching old school highlights. I'm always mesmerized when I watch Pistol Pete. I think Pistol Pete is the coolest with all the passes he has. Those old school guys, they're actually a joy to watch compared to. I'd rather watch the old school highlights than watch some of the new school guys. Not any offense to the new school guys, but those old school highlights are the best. My next question for you: if you could play right now with anybody in the league and currently in the NBA right now, who would you want to play alongside?
That's a great question. There's like so many. I would really like to play with either Steph Curry or Kyrie Irving, or just the Lakers in general. Everybody on the Lakers, that would be awesome to play for them. But yeah, that was probably right. Like I said, I just don't have definite answers. That's such a big, there's so many guys you want to play alongside. So
Right. And actually, speaking of the Lakers, last couple of days they made a bunch of trades, bunch of acquisitions, signed a bunch of guys. So who do you think, after seeing the draft, after seeing the first wave of free agency where we've kind of seen where the stars are going to land, do you have a pick for next year who you think is going to win it all?
I was just literally right before we got on the call, I was like looking at all the free agency that happened today, and to be honest, if the Lakers don't win, I don't, it's gonna come down between the Lakers and the Nets again. It's, on paper, as you saw this year, it didn't turn out like that. So I think I think it's the Lakers.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know if I love Westbrook, Bron, and AD, but at the same time, I mean that's still a very talented roster. So we just had the NBA draft last week. Who were some of your favorite players from the draft, and who do you think will be the rookie of the year next year?
Oh, that's a full question. There's so many good guys. The one guy I really like is James Boatwright or Boatnight. I think I pronounced his name right, from UConn, and his game is just, he didn't go. I believe he went top 10 or top 15, and I really like his game. I don't know if he's going to be rookie of the year, but I think the rookie of the year it's kind of open again. It's just, everyone said all these guys this year, and then the one that they kind of knew but didn't, but there were just so many good guys. So that's another full question. The draft was so deep that I don't even have an idea of who it will be. You said quick hitters. These are some tough questions.
Yeah. And then next, so, touching on the draft, last couple drafts have been good. There's been a lot of really good young players that are going to be pillars in the league for a long time. So if we just go back to, say, the last three draft classes, who is your favorite young player in the league from the last three classes?
Definitely LaMelo Ball. Definitely LaMelo Ball. The way he affects the game. Everybody knows LaMelo Ball for all the hype, but he did some really good things this year that a lot of rookies, they just didn't fill that role, and he came in and just took it all on and did a really nice job.
I would agree with you. He's my favorite too. He's box office. Like, I made sure that every night that I could, I turned my TV on for him. And I think James Bouknight's gonna have a really good year next to him. If you have an explosive guy who can attack the rim like Bouknight, and you have Melo Ball who's creating all this attention around him, I think James Bouknight's gonna have a good year. And I think him and LaMelo Ball are gonna be a really, really good pair of young players in the league for a lot of years to come.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, that's all I got for you. Sorry, I thought they would be a little quicker than that. Sorry to stump you. I don't mean to do that.
Hey, I love talking hoops, and like I said before, anything basketball related, I'm all about. So
Awesome. Well, Chance, thank you so much for taking the time. Really enjoyed having you on. And everybody tune in next week for episode number 21. Chance, thank you again.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing the next couple episodes.
Awesome. Thank you.